Welcome to the NooTTooBB. Today we have a special guest, Morgan Mclaughlin from Finger Lakes Wine Country.
Thanks, Dave.
Glad to have you here with us.
Oh,
Today is an exciting day because we are releasing the Circle Riesling from Red Newt Cellars, a great medium sweet Riesling that's priced at a really attractive price, and it's really delicious. And it's here just in time for Riesling month. Here it is, and let's try it.
Yes. Yes, please.
Oh, am I curling?
Yes.
My badge is
Sorry.
curling, sorry.
Careful with the curling.
So this is the Circle Riesling. What is the Circle Riesling? Oh, I'm catching my breath. You tell them what it is.
Circle
Who
Riesling
did all
is
the work? You did all the work.
Who did all the work? No comment. Circle Riesling is a delicious wine that this is the first time we've ever produced Circle Riesling, first of all. So it's very exciting for us to have a brand new label that's really eye-popping. You can't hardly miss this in the wine store. But what we've done, fantastic. What we've done is attempt to create, should we call it a wine for the masses?
Let's call it that.
A wine for the
A
masses.
Riesling for the masses.
A Riesling for the masses is exactly what this is. So this wine, it doesn't emulate, but in the Finger Lakes style, attempts to appeal to the palate of most Riesling drinkers. Maybe we would say outside of New York, including New York, of course, but the sort of nationwide national Rieslings that are available. This is sort of more analogous to those maybe than just a typical Finger Lake Riesling normally would be. Is what I would say.
So let's try.
Yes.
Oh, I love the apricot and kind of lime peel. What do you think, Morgan?
Great ripe fruit. Even though it's got a little bit of sweetness, it's got that backbone acidity. I think that's kind of classic Finger Lakes.
Yeah.
Juicy and electric.
This Riesling is not meant to compete against Finger Lakes Riesling. It's meant to compete on a more national basis in terms of palate.
Well, it's meant to compete anywhere and everywhere.
Okay.
It's if you look at the Red Newt style of Riesling that we've been producing, this is a little bit sweeter than any of the Rieslings we've produced, which have been either dry or just off dry. This is a little bit sweeter, a little bit riper, a little bit crisper and vibrant, so it's very attractive. It's meant to compete everywhere. The thing is, the key to succeeding in the wine business, especially if you're not just a regional market but more of a global or national market, is to be competitive both on price and on quality. If you fail in either one of those categories, it limits your expansion and it limits the people who are going to enjoy your wine. So this is our answer to it: competitive in quality on a global scale, I feel, and
Global.
competitive on price.
Absolutely right. And so I think while we're talking about sweetness, I think this is probably an important thing to mention here, Dave. On the back of the label, this is the first time we've ever done it. What is this little scale here, Dave? What is this?
This is the sweetness scale that has been developed by the International Riesling Foundation. Can you zoom in on there, Brenton? Yeah. The International Riesling Foundation, which is a collaboration of most of the Riesling producers worldwide, are behind this organization. And it's an attempt to take some of the mystique, some of the confusion out of Riesling, so that when you pick up a bottle, you read the scale, which designates from dry to sweet, from dry, medium sweet, you can have some idea of what's actually in the bottle, so you're not surprised. This one comes out, if you can see a little tiny triangle, which it may be a little too tiny in this case, it just edges into the medium sweet range.
Rieslings from the Finger Lakes also tend to be slightly on the acidic side, which is why a lot of people would say that our wines are only food wines, which is simply not true. But in the case of sugar, in this case, when you have a wine that's got ample acidity, like most Rieslings in the Finger Lakes do, they can handle a little bit more sugar that is not necessarily noticeable.
And that's part of the scale, the International Riesling Foundation scale. It doesn't just measure the amount of sugar left in the wine, but it also measures the acidity and pH, because those factors also influence the way you taste and perceive the sweetness. If you have a wine that has quite a bit of sugar and quite a bit of acid, like Riesling, it might still taste dry, even though there's a significant amount of sugar there.
Do we call
And
that
vice
balance?
versa. We call that balance, yes.
Outstanding.
And you threw some wine geek in there. pH?
What is that? Does that require a meter? I don't know.
I think it requires a degree.
I think it does.
Good thing we have one.
I think we have one.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So I thought, Dave, that in honor, this weekend is the Kentucky Derby. I thought that in honor of the Kentucky Derby, I would make sort of a Riesling julep.
Whoa, is that fresh mint
This
from
is
our garden?
fresh mint from the Red Newt garden, so I'm just going to pop that right in there.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Here, let's give a little shower of Riesling there.
Well, sure, because you want to infuse that essential oil, of course. And
Yeah.
so,
Oh, help me, help me.
wow. Okay.
All right.
Fantastic. So I'll just give that a little swirl and see what happens here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it tickles my nose.
That's lovely.
Are we supposed to take the mint out or do we keep it in?
I'm keeping my mint in.
Wow.
I think I'm going to take mine out.
Wow, that's good. Oh, my God. This makes me want to break out in song.
Me too, or at least bet on a horse.
Oh, wow. Oh. Riesling in the month of May.
Riesling.
Drinking Riesling is the way
In the Finger Lakes.
Riesling all night long, Riesling every day. I have a glass with every meal.
'Cause that's the
Riesling way. Hey, cheers! Here's the Riesling.